Hey everybody, this is James from Rattlesnake Defense, and today I want to talk to you about something that is completely unknown to me, so we can figure it out together. Alright, so today I want to show you guys something. Make sure it's clear. This is a CK Arms something. I had to do a little research on this gun because, unlike some people in the comments would have you to believe, I have no trouble admitting if I don't know something about something, and this gun is very, very alien to me. It's a 2011 double stack single action 9mm race gun. I looked up on CK's website. They're out of business now. It looks like they were bought by Masterpiece, but this was I think it was in the unlimited class, but they have so many different versions of this gun. A lot of them were made to order that I'm not really sure which one I have. If somebody in the comments could tell me, please, I'd be more than happy to know, because a lot of information was hard to come by, as there just aren't very many of these made. Now, big heavy gun, polymer frame. It's got some interesting stippling here. Ginormous mag well, 20 round double stack magazines. It has a charging handle, a thumb rest. The trigger is life-changingly good. Full compensator and a Seymour RTS2 red dot. Now, I found this at a gun show very recently. I traded for it. Kind of blind. I don't know very much about this. I know enough about guns. I know a high quality gun when you see it, but this isn't something that's ever come through my store that I've seen personally. So I took a little bit of a chance on it. So I figured we can learn together. So let me get some rounds and we'll see what we can do. Now, a couple things before we start shooting. I'm going to assume whoever had this before me sighted it in, as I haven't fired this yet. I wanted us to do this together. I've actually really been looking forward to this one. I've had it for a couple weeks, but as a lot of you know, I work at a firearm store, and deer season has kicked in here, and I finally, we had a really good season, but now I actually got a little bit of free time, and I'm able to come up here and try this out. So if I completely miss, it might not just be that I suck. It might be that the thing's not sighted in good. Let's look. All right, one little hang up. I got my fat thumb on the safety. That's what that delay was all about. It didn't hold open on the last shot like it should. But more importantly, I didn't miss. So that's interesting. Let's get some targets and put it on paper and see how it groups, and then we'll try some fast shooting and see how that does. So we're pretty low. I'll see if I can make some adjustments, and we'll try that again. Alright, so if you guys know me, I don't cut out the bad stuff. She fired the first shot. I got a stovepipe. I think that threw me off kilter, but those four all together. Let's try some fast stuff like this thing was meant for. All right, so I've shot it till it's actually starting to stovepipe a little bit. It needs cleaned. I was going to take it apart and clean it out here in the field, but I realized that in order to take the slot off, I have to take this charging handle off, and I don't have the proper size bit with me to do that. So we're going to have to revisit this one as a long-term review after I actually get some time on it. It's taken me quite some time, actually, to get used to how to hold it. Now, I've never fired anything with a spot right here for your thumb, so I've had to figure out how exactly to hold this that is comfortable, and I finally settled on a way. I also find that you can work the action. That charging handle, although it seems dumb, if you were in a competition, the speed was a factor. That's pretty quick. Again, like I said before, the trigger's amazing. The Seymour red dot is perfectly clear. I have no issues with it. The recoil is light. It's loud, but that's probably just because of the brake. Now, the interesting thing is how much something like this costs. And the fact is, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how old this gun is. The serial number on it is 1014, so I assume it's pretty early. There's a price tag that came in the case that it come with that said $3,500. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't have any reason to doubt it, I don't guess. But I mean, this is my first example of a full-blown competition pistol. I've never had the chance to fire one in all these years, and I can see why. You know, guys, it's like driving a really nice car for a little while. You get spoiled to it pretty quick. If I try to shoot some other guns after shooting this thing, they're just not going to feel as good. You know, I don't know if something like this is worth it. And please, no, I'm not a competition shooter, all right? If you're looking for somebody with far more talent firing a handgun that could actually use this thing to its full potential, I'm not your guy. I'm just a guy that's been in the guns most of his life and happened across a really cool pistol at a gun show. So, you know, maybe somebody else could actually use this thing to its full potential. I'm sure this pistol could shoot better than I can. And after firing it several hundred rounds today, I'm very convinced it could shoot better than I can. So, you know, I guess this might be like the pinnacle of plinking guns, as high as they get. It's, like I said, there's a little bit of a learning curve because it is so strange. But once you get the hang of it, I mean, I'm not going to say that it feels natural, but everything on it is on it for a reason. It all makes a lot of sense when you're actually up here firing. So, you know, the trigger pull is probably maybe a pound. You know, you're not going to want to... This isn't a carry gun. This is absolutely just a sports car for fun. You know, this is your Hellcat Challenger, not your daily driver. But sure is fun to drive. So I hope you guys had as much fun as I have through this journey of me figuring this thing out. I did have a few stovepipes, which you'll see in the video. One was really interesting because it seemed to come up against the bottom of the red dot here. But I mean, there's a lot of stuff crowded on this pistol. I'd be surprised. I feel like you're going to get some malfunctions with something like this that you wouldn't see on normal everyday carry guns. So, but again, you know, this is outside of my field. And I don't say this just to try to sound humble. This is just something I literally know nothing about. We're out here learning it together. So I'm going to spend this season, it's about to get cold in this place. Up here will snow over and it'll be mostly inaccessible for a while, but I'll spend spring trying to figure this gun out. We'll revisit this in a little while because I don't see me getting rid of this thing anytime soon, and see if I can actually practice and get my skills up to par with this handgun. So I hope you guys have really enjoyed this video. I thank you a lot for watching, as always. You guys have a great day, and please be safe at the range.